Today's video from James Wright Cars is this 2009 on a 59 Porsche 911 Carrera. This is the S4 model. It's the 3.8 litres. It's only done, wait for it, 22,000 miles from new. This would suit someone who's completely anally retentive about their cars, because this one has been kept in the most incredible condition, always garaged, and it's, as far as we can tell, it's never ever had any paintwork at all. As you can see under the bonnet there's no engine, it's missing. But fortunately, there's a spare one in the boot here. Now this thing starts and runs like a Swiss watch. It really does run absolutely beautifully. And there's no surprise in that, because it's accompanied by a Porsche full main dealer service history from day dot all the way up to present. Concentrating our attention on the alloys, they are all completely unmarked and as new. They've not been refurbished. Discs and pads are all very good. It's drilled and ventilated discs. This is the near side rear. This is the near side front, offside rear and offside front. The rear boot spoiler comes up at around about 60 or 70 mile an hour, and the brake light switches from the spoiler through to the boot when it drops down. The overall look of the vehicle with the spoiler up is rather reminiscent of those Porsche 911s of the early 80s. It sort of has that balanced look about it, and I quite like the look of them with the spoiler up. The hood is completely unmarked. It really is absolutely fabulous. There's no surprise there, because this vehicle's always been garaged. Hard to tell in this brilliant sunshine, because it does create a lot of reflections, but I think you get the general idea. The inside of this thing is absolutely incredible. The seats are like they've never been sat in, and looking at the carpet sets here, the carpet sets are stunning, and if I lift them up underneath, the carpets have got that original lovely nap to them. You know, they're nice and fluffy and like brand new. As you can see, the current mileage today is 22,508 miles. The car comes equipped with factory-fitted satellite navigation, a beautiful sound system. It has heated seats and climate control as well. There's a button down here so you can raise and lower that rear spoiler. It is the manual, which to my mind is the most preferable thing. On start-up, the car will burst into life and give that lovely flat six burble. We have both remote keys for the car, which are in perfect condition. They're not battered or worn away. With the registration document showing the car is registered on the 18th of December 2009 as a Porsche 911 Carrera 4S convertible. It's 251 grams per kilometre, and this, of course, is the 3.8 litre car. It's the Generation 2, of course. The current keeper got the car when it was only 2 years old, well, less than 2 years old, 18 months old in May 2011. And he has continued on with the Porsche servicing and has always kept the car under the approved Porsche extended warranties as well. We have all the paperwork for this. I won't go through it now, it is vast. And we have another folder here full of everything else associated with this car. It's just mountains and mountains of paperwork. The handbook pack and all the instructions. Let's go see what it's like to drive on the open road. On the move, the four exhaust pipes fart out their beautiful musical tone from the back end, and it's a noise that you try and create. The car hasn't had the lily over gilded, as much as it's not got huge, great big wide wheels on the thing overdoing it. It has a little bit of discretion about it, and it would suit an owner who is going to garage it, who's going to love it, who will maintain it, and literally go out and polish it at the weekends and really get an immense amount of joy out of it, because it's not just a car, it's a work of art. We have a de-restricted limit coming up, and off we go. Oh my, that's nice and quick. That's very good. That's very, very satisfying. I won't go mad. And there we have it. That's our 2009 on a 59 Porsche 911 Carrera 4S with only 22,000 miles on from new. Now, this car will only be suitable for the most discerning of purchasers, because the condition is so absolutely incredible. And furthermore, the previous owner would cry in his sleep if this car was sold to anyone that didn't take the greatest of care with it in the way that he most certainly has. Now, you can get me on this telephone number running across the bottom of the screen here. We're also on Facebook and James Wright Cars. Do come down and see it and drive it. And all that remains me to do now is thank you very much for watching.